Mabuhay, kababayan, araw po sa inyong lahat. Anyati chismis? Karuba!
When I wake up, I feel cozy, yeah. Can you hold up? Don't need no coffee yet. Got no makeup. How do you look so fine? Plus up, plus up. How did I?
Hi everyone, so today we're heading to Mall of O, and it's an American monument, they call it. So let's see, it's quite interesting though, because this is like a historical tragedy. Today is the last day here in Isla. I mean, bukas uwi na kami. And pupunta kami sa may American Monument.
Okay, so we're here at the American Monument on Isla. There's a wee bit of a path to follow up, so bear with us and we'll find out what it's all about.
Monument that way. Oh, yeah. Let's see the monument.
We'll go that way, we come back.
Yeah. Thank you. I love it. Here. I love it. I like it. Look. It's like it's magical. Absolutely magical.
I think it's one of the best places, baby.
Yeah. I so love it.
Do you know what I think it's about?
Well,
I think it's about a ship that sank in the Second World War.
alright,
Like American
let's see.
sailors, and they all died at sea.
It's-
So they put a monument up for them.
Right.
So that
Find that.
something tells me that's what it is.
Let's find out.
Yes. Little flowers, darling.
It's flowers. Wow.
That's cool. Charlotte.
Port Charlotte. So there are some few tourists here, as you can see, guys. Look at this haricos. That's not harico, is it?
Aye. Not Heriku.
Yeah, just a coo. Look at their cow,
aren't
it's
they?
different.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah,
That's miles away.
I know. Yeah. My god, look at these guys.
You started
We thought it's just,
over this brow. Too bad. We're alright.
but yeah, we're right.
Hungry.
It's beautiful.
Let's stop at a bench for some food.
Yeah, okay, let's go. So, water break muna kami. Nagutom na. Look at this place. Oh, I just love it.
Want to tea?
Whoa. Wow. Mahal, look. Oh my God. So, malapit na po kami. And may mga eto, wooden path papunta doon. It's kinda wobbly. It's like yung sand niya, parang malambot siya. You can feel it.
Don't trip up the fall in your head first. This is eating alive. That's what people go missing in this sort of thing.
That's kumunoy in Tagalog.
That's the coil at the top.
We call that kumunoy. Oh, look. Yeah, I know that. So it's quite a distance going to the American Monument. There is a car park at the end of the public road on the O, with picnic tables and an information board. Begin the walk by heading along the track leading west. When this bends left, head through a kissing gate ahead on the right to pick up a path. This leads on to the second kissing gate, giving access to an open pasture. Continue ahead, keeping a fence on your left until a path leads away to the right and reaches another kissing gate. The tall monument now comes into view ahead, and the path leads on towards it. High on a cliff top on the western edge of the O Peninsula on Isla stands a tall cylindrical monument. The monument was erected by the American Red Cross in 1920 to commemorate the lives lost in separate marine disasters in 1918. On 5th of February 1918, the American troop ship Tuscania was en route to the UK, carrying over 2,000 US soldiers, when it was hit by a German torpedo fired by U-boat UV-77 7 miles off the Isla coast. The loss of life was horrific. 200 American soldiers were lost, with 60 British crew either drowned or dashed to death on the jag racks. The ship's bell from the Tuscania is on display at the Museum of the Isle of Life in Port Charlotte. The American and British dead were buried in a military cemetery atop the cliffs of Kilcommon. The Americans were later repatriated, but the British dead remain. Many of their gravestones marked simply with "Known unto God." Isla had been depopulated of its able-bodied male population by the war. Only old men and boys were available to help rescue the survivors of the Tuscania disaster. The news of the sinking shocked the US. It was the largest lost American life on a single day since the Civil War over 50 years earlier. Many of the dead were battered so badly that identification was extremely difficult. Near the base of the monument is the carving of a wreath with the inscription, "A tribute from Woodrow Wilson, President of the United States of America, to the memory of his fellow citizens who gave their lives for their country in nearby waters." 1918.
So here we are at the American Monument. It was erected by Woodrow Wilson in 1918 as a memory to the sailors that got torpedoed by a German U-boat, where 22 sailors died and were washed ashore.
A separate memorial plaque is carved with the words, "Sacred to the immortal memory of those soldiers and sailors who gave their lives for their country in the wrecks of the transports Tuscania, February 5, 1918, and on Ranto, October 6, 1918. This monument was erected by the American Red Cross near the spot where so many of the victims of the disasters sleep in everlasting peace. From there, away winds along the cliff top through some of the most incredible coastal scenery on Isla. The views along the rocky coastline are simply stunning. If you are lucky, you might see golden eagles or choughs. The west part of the O has been designated as special protection area to preserve the chough habitat. If you are lucky, you may also see wild goats. If you go for a walk at American Monument, follow the track heading down to Upper Killian, but keep right before the bend and follow the well-marked signs for the American Monument. Just before you reach it, there are dramatic views of the cliffs on your left. Around the monument are stunning views over the North Channel, the sea between Ireland and Isla. Return either by following the track where you came from, or by heading east to complete the circular walk. This part of the road is also waymarked. As you walk along the top of the cliffs, you have more stunning views of the O before heading back to the parking place while passing Upper Killian Farm. Sacred to the immortal memory of those American soldiers and sailors who gave their lives for their country in the wrecks of the transports Tuscania and Otranto. February 5th, 1918 to October 6th, 1918. This monument was erected by the American National Red Cross near the spot where so many of the victims of the disasters sleep in everlasting peace. On fame's eternal camping ground, their silent tents are spread while glory keeps with solemn round bivouac of death.
Look at the eagle. What's that orange job?
Zareth.
What's it do?
So that's us for today, guys. And see you again next time for more stunning views here in Scotland.
Maraming salamat po. Bye.